Welcome back to the channel, boys. Today we're diving into round 2 of the CCRL Amateur National Championship, and this one's something special. We're headed deep into Texas for a replica of the legendary track SpringDing, and trust me, this place is dialed. It's been rebuilt with precision, and just for $1.50 on the MX Bike shop, it's a steal for any MX Bikes rider who loves rough, realistic lines and gnarly race flow. You'll see big elevation shifts, rutted corners, technical transitions, and just enough chaos to separate the fast from the fearless. Whether you're racing amateur or just looking to send it for fun, SpringDing delivers. Now, let's take a quick look at the layout, some key rhythm sections, and what you'll need to watch out for when you hit this beast on race day. Hit that like button, subscribe button. Let's get right into the track review, baby. All right, let's get some laps going. I really like that they put this track under the lights. I can only assume that it being in Texas, it's going to be very hot during the day. So riding this track at night is actually really sick. So I like that, and we got some off cameras going on. So I believe that step up is the starting line or the finish line. So our lap already started. So that's gonna be nice. Let's do a nice little dragon's back. I think. Oh, I think if you can hit that perfect, you can get into that little rut perfectly through the dragon's back. That's gonna be super sick. Already off the bat, love the roughness here. I think the roughness is really great, especially in this being an amateur national championship. I have to do more research up on that for the amateurs, but I think this is really sick for sure. The biggest thing is I think this is going to be like a minute plus long track. It definitely looks like it, and I think where the advantage to that is for amateurs is learning the track. I know it's going to be a little hard, but amateurs have the hardest time learning tracks and getting their lines all together. So the quicker they can learn their lines, the quicker they can get this process started now to learning bigger tracks, the quicker it's going to come for them to win pro time of doing aerial and stuff like that, of learning the tracks pretty quick or learning your lines pretty quick will help you out for the benefit. So I'm always pro longer tracks, just so you can always get that muscle memory and start to remember longer tracks to know where you are at all times and know your lines, because it does come down to the point to where you're riding a track for so long and you're just trying to find out the fastest every 1/10 of a second to keep going, and that's where things get hard. So that's a big jump. I like these big step up jumps, dude. Oh, that's like a big drop down. Oh, I wonder if you can get on that inside roller, dude. That'd be super sick. Looks like there's an inside line here. Scream it, perfect. Yeah, hands down, by far, I'm gonna have to see if this is not just a national or an amateurs championship, because if this is like a regular pro championship too, I might sign up tonight. But so far, what I've seen and what I've been told is it's an amateur national championship. But if there is pros for this, I might sign up. This track is actually kind of fun. Now, granted, I've gotten the track early, so I feel like I'm not going to race it just because they asked me for a track review. I feel like it's just kind of cheating at that point, so I'm probably not. But for later, future things, I might tell them, like, yo, hold off. You know, let me get this track a little later because I would love to participate. But if it's just amateurs, then I think that's why they did send it to me. All that jazz, because I don't want to race the track. I don't want to race the track like I'm riding right now and then go ride, right? Because I already have that more time. Because I'm riding the track before the track's even out for you guys. So, but yeah, this track's actually kind of fun. This is definitely something I would want to play with the community on my stream. This is $1.50 though, so that's like where the miss and match comes to, where it's like it is part of a actual series. So it's kind of hard for me to play sometimes like paid tracks on my servers, just because a lot of people want that free. So maybe sometimes we might be able to switch it off and be able to come play it. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually super excited for riding this track, dude. This thing is clean. Like, the bumps are nice. So definitely having your setup dialed is going to be everything and then some. And we hopped on the Honda 250 today. Huge shout out to the boy, Joe Shimoda. Had to give that man some love, bro. I think Joe Shimoda is definitely top tier. Him and Levi Kitchen is my two favorite riders for motocross or for 250s. And then for obviously Jet Lawrence for 450s. But Joe Shimoda, man, you could just see it, man. Like, if it wasn't for his fingers being broken, dude, I think it'd have been right there. Never had oh, what? Dude, no way. Never had to get off the gas or had to take a break or kind of I guess aside to letting Deegan go past him, but he couldn't do nothing with broken fingers, right? So it was just a little break. But now he's starting to get stronger and all that. He's not for sure waxing Deegan out of nowhere and all that, no, but he's keeping up with Deegan, and I believe he's the only guy that's doing it. So Joe Shimoda, the more these motos go on, the better we see that guy get, and I think definitely Joe's on the right program. And then huge shout out to Chase Sexton. That was the second time that boy Jet Lawrence ever lost. and overall in motocross. So I think he has got a good track record. It's not going to be that big to him. And now if he loses next week too, then we got something to say. But yeah, everybody was giving me crap, bro. We all know that I'm a big Jet fan. Try this outside line. Outside line, I feel like I got a whole lot of speed. Yeah, you get to really jump into that. So that's really nice. And then I keep taking that inside. So let's take this outside this time. Big time jump into the rollers. That looks pretty fast as well. Man, this track is actually really good. Slower up. I still like taking this inside. I feel like it's perfect. Good scrub. Oh, you see this outside line? If you can get to this outside line, look at how there's no bumps there. Oh, that's clean. Damn. Well, I kind of just gave it away on some of these racing lines, but hopefully this helps out anybody that's trying to ride this series. I'm going to try my best to set down some really good fast laps without no mistakes and see where my time would be. And I go over the freaking bars there, man. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. This track's definitely got its moments of breaking bumps and being hard. So I see a lot of amateurs struggling today for sure. That's a really good track. That's the jump I want to downside rail. That looks like you have to turn more of the angle than you think you need. So you got to be able to do that. Good jump. And let's not fall this time. A lot of big bumps in here, dude. Holy smokes, right before the finish line. That's like karma right there. That's like you had a really great lap, a long, big lap, and then like right before the finish line, hey, I'm going to give you like all these crazy bumps to try to deal with to see if you can make it through. But the off cambers right here, this is going to be the hardest part, is staying up on the or staying down on the bike all the way through. And then I feel like I'm just going to jump that low. Oh, the dragon's back gets a little tough too, dude. Definitely going to be a challenge today. And then let's see if we can go inside here. See how that feels. See if that's any lower. Obviously want this inside here. Slower up. I don't want to jump too far. Let's go outside here. Trying to see where all the great like non-bumpy lines are so you can keep driving forward. I feel like that's where a good line is instead of taking the outside, taking the inside. I feel like that definitely is faster. And trying to find the perfect line here. If I can stay to the outside, there's no bumps, just rollers. And then make sure I check up. Go outside this time. Using a little bit more track, but let's see what this looks like. No bumps on this inside either. So outside or inside, you have no bumps. That's where you kind of want to stay. Good bounce. See if we can go inside here. See if it just cuts off a little bit of time. Middle rut. Running a 143. All right, this is the first step up. Perfect. And then we need to jump over farther than we think we need to. And I jumped way too far. God damn. Oh my God. That's going to be hard. For anybody that wants to try that, bro, that's actually going to be the hardest part, dude. It's actually really sick, though. I'm not going to lie. And then I feel like this middle rut, if you can get it right and correct, boom. So we're down 1 second from our 143, and we're at a 143 flat. So I believe we can get a 142, which is pretty fast, I would say, right? Or I feel like we've made a little bit of mistakes. Off camber situation. Definitely lost a little bit of time there. Scrub here. Stay off to the side. Might be able to make that in. Good bounce. Good bounce. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Good scrub. Too low of the scrub, but we save it. Do we? No, we don't. Do we? Oh, we saved it. W suspension. Oh my God, I was getting ran through right there. Wait, what? Pause it. Wait, cut the video. My bad. Let me relax. My bike was getting pushed all over. So already down a second. So we made some mistakes, but this track is hands down really good. And you're trying to find that good line. Maybe the middle line too. I feel like that middle line's probably really good as well. It kind of keeps you lower and you can scrub. And I really do like taking this outside now. The outside, big jump. But there's a lot of bumps on that inside. And then I feel like just doing this here, making sure you stay close. This would be perfect too. There's just multiple ways you can hit this, man. Multiple ways. And I feel like you can cut over at a good spot and then cut down. I feel like instead of taking that extra line, you could actually cut through halfway and then take that inside line. And then outside, so you could set yourself up for the inside here. I felt like that was pretty clean. Moment of truth. Can we hit it? Moment of truth. Can we hit it? Oh my God. It's so blindful, man. It's so blindful. I like the inside here. Good jump. Perfect. All right. Even though we made mistakes, we're super close to beating our time. So we have a 142 in us. We just have to actually execute. Just have to actually execute it. Already lost a little bit of time and over jumped it. Gosh darn it. Still up on time. I feel like as soon as you try to like let off your gas right there, that's when like the weird physics come. Perfect. Let's go for the middle rut. Slow her down. Inside line. See where the line forms. I'm gonna go middle rut. No, I'm not. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Try inside line here. Oh man, we suck. Yeah, I think that outside's for sure it. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think outside to inside there is going to be a really good line. So once when I feel like I have all my lines completely figured out, we'll be all golden. But I like the outside here so you can set yourself up for the inside. I feel like that's a lot of track time cut down. Dude, come on. We can hit this, right? I think that gives you cuts, bro. I think that gives you cuts, but if you can downside it without getting cuts, dude, I think that'd be perfect. But let's see if the lap actually counts, because if it counts, then you can do it. Let's see if the lap counts. Doesn't count. So I definitely went off the side of the track there. But it's actually a really good line, so let's go one more, just in case. Let's go one more, and then we'll call it good. We'll call it good. Showed enough of the track. Get low enough. Good pop. Pop. See if we can scrub or just jump to the outside here. Scrub-a-roo. Let's go middle. Slow her down. Perfect. I'll take the outside. Why not? That's too much track. Let's just go and reset. Let's go and reset. Let's just go and reset. We know what we want. Let's go and reset, man. Come on. Come on. Let's go for a good one. Come on. Good step up, stay low, let's get it done. Off cambers, don't fail me, dog. Off cambers, don't fail me. Perfect. Good scrub. Gotta really send this. We suck, chat. We suck. We suck. Come on. Dude, we're at 0.9 if you get hit in there, dude. It's just so hard to get in, for sure. You guys can see the determination from your boy, dude. I need this. I want it. I want it. W to off cambers. See if we can go this side. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit more caked up. Maybe left side might be a little bit better for you. The right side looks a little horrendous for me. Perfect outside line. Gonna go middle here. Slow her down. Wanted that inside, and there's a reason why. That thing just, I feel like it's hard to get into that rut from the air. And then I'm gonna go full outside. I feel like I'm keeping up a lot of speed. I feel like I'm keeping up a lot of speed there. Gonna work my way to the outside here. Get scrub in. Fourth gear. Should be able to drive that thing all the way through the rollers. Slow her down. Nice. And then we're gonna go outside. And then should be able to cut down about right there for an inside line, which allows us to go. Ooh, you almost hit a quad right there. I mean a triple in. And we're gonna go full outside, which allows us to get nice and close for this line. Perfect. And then I'm not gonna try to send it. I'm not gonna try to send it. I'm just gonna scrub it. Now we can run a really good time. I think inside here. Stay down and dirty. Stay into the middle. Middle might be my best friend. Perfect. Drive through. Drive through. 140. I'll take it. I'll take a 140.8. So I think for amateurs it is gonna be like what I was maybe running, like 142s, 143s, 144s. Track definitely looks rough, man. Track definitely looks rough, and it's gonna have a hard time. But thank you guys for watching. W to Murph, W to Patron, CCRL. You guys are absolutely insane. You guys killed this whole track. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.